Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Good to be here. Makes me so happy to see that people from all over the world are coming together and connecting to share what they know, who they know, because I believe that that's the way to shape this new earth. Funny to see myself here speaking at the World Parliament on Spirituality. I do not consider myself a spiritual leader in any way. I do consider myself a human being who is just trying to do his best, trying to play by the rules. And it was about 13 years ago when I discovered personal development. And that was really the moment I moved from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. I started to actively reprogram my mind, replace limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs, and really open my mind to any new idea. Of course, that soon led me to a path of spirituality, understanding more about how the universe works, how everything is energy and vibration, and how there are universal laws that govern all the stuff that's happening here. In that moment, there was 12, 13 years ago, I was in Accenture, so big corporation. And that's where I learned to organize. I made a fast career there. I was leading a couple of teams, and I became really good at operations management. So creating systems. Most of all, creating systems to support people in being productive and getting stuff done. And so that's where I find myself now. Michelle, in the introduction, you mentioned GaiaNet, and that is something I would like to focus this presentation on. After many steps in my career, two big corporations. I lived in Prague, Czech Republic, in Brussels, Belgium, worked for a big bank as well. I joined a startup company. We grew very fast, Dutch company, from 20 to 95 people in 1.5 years. I organized the inside of the organization, all systems, structures, processes, who talks to whom, on which moment, about what. Now, all of this may seem far away from spirituality and many of the spiritual principles being discussed here. The reason why I bring this up is because I believe that all of this down-to-earth collaboration stuff is the key for us together as a team to actually make moves, to actually make changes here in this 3D world that we live and operate in. And that's what GaiaNet is all about. When Corona hit, it was March this year, I saw a lot of things happening. Of course, there was the fear rising in the mainstream, and I also witnessed something else. I witnessed that team love was flocking together. I call it team love. It's like Michelle, Jana, Owen, like we know, we see each other, we know we are here, we know we can count on each other for anything, anytime, because we understand we're brothers and sisters, we're family, soul family. And so in March, team love started to flock together. There's all these people somewhere in the world who get it. And suddenly there was this energy release to start connecting. So that was the moment when I said, okay, now it's time to build this ultimate purpose-driven social network. This place that connects team love, but not just connects, not just a place to hang out like Facebook, for example, but a place to co-create. A place to actually gather around projects that make a real difference in the real world and come together to uplift those projects by simply bringing our expertise to the table, our knowledge, our energy, our network, and our resources. So that's what GaiaNet is about. In March, I got 5 co-founders together. So the 6 of us, we started to create this organization that we had no clue yet what it should look like. But we were all very much aligned on the fact that this is the organization where spiritual principles are applied in practice. So now we are on the way for about half a year. Fast forward, we have the first version of our social network open. First 144 members are on there. We all invited them on there. We have a team of over 20 volunteers already dedicating 1 or more days a week to the creation and the growth of GaiaNet. And it's become such a strong point of attraction that we're like every day, every week, I'm connected to new people, and often my jaw drops when I hear what they're building, what they're creating. So for a big part, I'm here to bring good news. It's all already there. Like every solution you think the world needs, somebody is doing it already somewhere in the world. And with so much more quality and intelligence and wow than you can ever imagine. So by the creation of GaiaNet, these people start to come into our orbit. And all that I am doing and that the team is doing is continuously place people in the right place in the system. So I'm a bit distracted because there's so much happening. I see chats coming up. I see people dropping off the call. So I need to like come back to my story. I will outline a few basic principles of how the organization operates. And I will leave it with that so that there's also enough time for the others to share. The interesting thing of how GaiaNet operates is that we are very much focused on the fundamentals all the time. So we don't set so many outward goals, like we want to have that many members by that time. And it's all very tempting. And we all realize that this is our old paradigm programming, our mind wanting to have these type of targets. Instead, we spend the first month with the 6 co-founders just fine-tuning our mission statement. What is it that we're really doing here? Because we're going to do this for decades. So it needs to be exactly right by the letter. Mission, vision, core values, and organization structure. And it's the organization structure I would like to put out there as something that is open to the world. We are not only building this co-creation community where we showcase projects and uplift them as a community, provide resources, feedback, knowledge, expertise, connections. Also on the inside of the organization, we're aiming to shape the ultimate purpose-driven organization. So what does that look like? Well, we don't know. We're figuring it out as we go. We do know that there are certain principles. First of all, the organization is completely flat. Well, it's not really flat. There's like a different dimension of depth in it, but there's no hierarchy, no pyramid, no CEO. There's just circles. There's the mission circle or the anchor circle that is around all the other circles to create fertile ground, provide the resources for other circles to grow. Each circle has a clear purpose and a set of accountabilities that everybody can count on will be fulfilled. Inside each circle, every member has a role, and each role has their own purpose and set of accountabilities. With this clarity, everybody is free, everybody is autonomous, and a leader of their own domain. It creates a beautiful dynamics. Our team meetings are 10 times as effective as what I experienced in corporate, even the best meetings in corporate. And the reason is we start from a place of trust. When somebody makes a proposal, it is by definition accepted. By default, it's accepted because it's their responsibility, it's their role, their expertise. We trust you. If you say that this is a great idea, well, I trust you. You probably thought about it. So every proposal is accepted unless somebody in the circle feels tension. Tension in the body right here and now, using the intuitive intelligence of our divine bodies to understand whether a plan or vision is true. If there's questions, we bring them up. If there's doubts, we bring them up. And by sharing this radical honesty, we notice that we've been able to iron out any tension, like some of the most sensitive ones, I know from the old 3D world, how difficult some things could be. But with some simple rules, we managed to establish teamwork at a completely new level. So that's what we're doing at GaiaNet on the inside. Any organization that says, hey, I want to operate like a 5D organization, I want to operate like a new paradigm organization, we are pioneering it, we're writing the blueprints, and we're leaving these breadcrumbs behind for others to copy and implement for themselves. Now, there's one final thing I'd like to share about GaiaNet, and that is about our most important showcase project. Now that we're building this organization and we're growing and we're attracting all these people, there's one project that came into our orbit that just blows all the others out of the water. And that's about the creation of the first light city. City of light on sacred ground in Alto Paraíso, Brazil. Our main partner is going to create that first light city. The idea is that there will be 144, but let's do one first. That's plenty of challenge. So where the rest of the world is in turmoil, we're saying, let's go over here. Let's recreate society. Let's reshape humanity. Light city with 10,000 inhabitants is being designed, built on sacred geometry, perfect mix between living space and nature. We are connecting with, we thought we were going to do all of this, but it's already done somewhere. So we're connecting with people who are shaping ways to run a society with no government, even with no money. A new economic system, Seeds, it's joinseeds.com. Check it out if you're interested in economy and money-free society, all based on gifting, paying forward, gratitude as a currency in a way. So the City of Light project, that is going to be the physical manifestation where all these beautiful new earth projects come together in something tangible, something that can inspire the world, something where people can see that this is real and that this is possible. It is possible to all live in harmony with each other, with nature, with abundance for all. Everything is already there somewhere in the world. It's just a matter for us to organize ourselves differently as a humanity. That's a mission that GaiaNet is on. If this resonates, make sure you stay connected. GaiaNet.earth is the website, GaiaNet.earth. Very simple. There's a list of ways how you can contribute, or just register to the newsletter so you stay informed. And whenever you feel ready to jump in, you can jump in. I promise you one thing, we will keep on going. We will keep moving forward. And everybody who is here, who feels this, is welcome to join. Thank you very much. Aho.